I was convinced to read A Court of Thorns and Roses, and this video is all of my thoughts. I definitely included spoilers, so if you haven't read this book, please know that I included spoilers. I was going through it and I needed to talk about it. So yeah, there are spoilers in this video. Most of the people that I see are obsessed with this book, like obsessed. I've literally seen people come into my job wearing merch for this series, and this was a rough read for me. So if you want to understand why this was such a rough read for me, please keep watching, because I showed you. Okay, so I am currently on page 169 of this book. Here are my thoughts. I'm so bored. I am so bored. I've been trying to like keep reading. I literally just can't. I am bored out of my mind. Everybody that I have talked to about this that have read the books has told me that it gets significantly better after the first book, and also by the end of the book it gets really interesting too. So I'm just gonna take your word for it, I guess, and keep reading. Basically, she just got her painting supplies from Tamlin. I'm bored. I'm bored of their relationship. I like the concept that she can't see their faces. I think that's cool. It's a cool part of the world. It's a cool part of their personalities, kind of, and their characters, because you don't get to know entirely what they look like, which is like, you know, it's stopping you too. It's very interesting. I like that. I really like the part where the bog came in. I thought that that was really cool. I was very sucked in at that part, and I was also really sucked in when she went to, I think it was called like a cereal or something, but when she went to go interview that fairy so that she could find out if she could leave the world still, that was a really cool scene too. So I like scenes that have a little more action in them, which she's just roaming around this house, so I'm not getting a lot of that. Okay, the last time I recorded, I literally fell asleep because I was reading, and then my cat just like laid down on my chest, which she does not do ever. And I was like, oh, I'm taking this to my heart. And so then I sat there and then I fell asleep. And I also lost where I was. It was horrible. But I am on chapter 27, page 242. I'm very confused. Okay, I think her and Tamlin are cute. But I'm also like, I like enemies to lovers, and this is not enemies to lovers, and you'd think it would be. Like, they're very lovers very fast, and it's like, okay, I get that he's hot, but whoa, he also kidnapped you from your family and enslaved you? I mean, he didn't enslave her, but like, you know, I don't know, it's a little girl stand up. Like, girl stand up. Also, if I say any names wrong, don't come for me, right? These names are random as hell, okay? But yeah, that's kind of where I am. Kind of like girl stand up. But I really like Lucian. I think he's cool as hell, and he's funny, and I love a comedic relief character a lot. I think, to me, I am the comedic relief character, so when there's one in a book, I'm like, yes, period. We were just introduced to, what's his name, like Rysand, I don't know. He is super hot. He's the one, they were together, or like, he's the one that saved her from the 3 fairies at the, it wasn't the summer solstice, it was the one before that. It was the one where he had like the mating ritual, which was wild, and then he came home and he was like a beast and like could not keep his hands off her. That was a good scene. I ate that scene up. I did. Then they like just kissed in a field, and I was like, I don't like it. I like a little more passion, a little more what we're doing is dangerous kind of vibe. I don't know what that says about me. Anyway, I'm not gonna finish the book tonight, but I'm gonna get farther and I will let you know my thoughts. Okay, I haven't read in a couple of days, but I'm about to read. We left off and she's about to go down to the mountain, or like under the mountain where Tamlin is. But I feel like Rysand might be a love interest. It's very enemy, and that could turn into lover. So we'll see. Okay, everyone told me that this book gets good at the end, and I didn't believe them until now. I am in shambles. What the fuck? I'm on page 406 of this book, and Tamlin's heart being made out of stone, one of the biggest plot twists I've ever seen. Honestly, Tamlin being the third one to get stabbed, biggest plot twist. I thought it would be Lucian, to be honest, because he's the one that's like been tormented for so long that I was like, I think it's gonna be Lucian as the third one. It being Tamlin, shocked. Also, I think I'm right. I think her and Rysand or whatever are gonna end up together, at least for like a book or something, because he is so damn sexy. Like, let's be honest here. Anyway, what the fuck? What do you mean she's high fae? She woke up and is now high fae. You're lying. You're kidding, right? Like, I kind of thought that okay. When I think of stories like these, I kind of thought she'd end up being a fairy. I didn't think she'd end up being high fae, but I was thinking of the Vampire Diaries, and I was like, I feel like this is gonna be Elena turning into a vampire vibes. I was right, but I didn't think I would be this right, you know? What? Oh my god. I'm not even at the end yet. Like, what else is going to happen? How are there like 4 more books? What else can happen in this damn series? The maze, she ate up. The second one, the eye tattoo really got her through. Honestly, that tattoo is so freaking creepy, but I stand by it. I stand by it. It saved her, you know?
A few moments later.
I have finished the book. It was really bad until it got really good. And I feel like the second book is probably better, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get myself to read the second book. Rysand makes me want to. Because what was that? Let me read it. Well, goodbye for now, he said, rolling his neck as if we hadn't been talking about anything important at all. He bowed at the waist, those wings vanishing entirely, and had begun to fade into the nearest shadow when he went rigid. His eyes locked on mine, wide and wild, and his nostrils flared. Shock, pure shock, flashed across his features at whatever he saw on my face, and he stumbled back a step. Actually stumbled. What is... I began. He disappeared. Simply disappeared. Not a shadow in sight into the crisp air. No, what does that mean? Last night, I finished A Court of Thorns and Roses. Honestly, I spent all day thinking about it. I worked all day long, and all day long I could not stop thinking about it, so I guess that's a good sign. But at the same time, like, it was so boring for so long. At the end of the day, I don't know if I'm going to read the next book. But I did really like the end of this book. I thought that the world building was very good. Yeah, I don't know. I talked to my coworker about it today because she's read all of the books, and she was like, Josie, you have to keep reading. You have to keep reading. Let me know if I should keep reading. I have the second book on a bookshelf out there, but I just have other things on my TBR. So I'm like, if I'm not in my reading slump, then I need to just like pick up my books, you know? So I don't know. Let me know if you think I should read the next book. Let me know if you think it's gonna get better. We all saw how I reacted to this book. It in total took me literally pretty much exactly a month to read this book, which is pretty good. I mean, I'm a slow reader, always have been. Anyone else hear that accent? Yeah, I mean, I think in total it was a good book. You know, I pictured myself, you know, I put myself into a world. I can see the entire world. I was immersed into the world. I think the place that I can picture the best out of everything is the throne room. Like, I can picture the throne room. I can picture what happened to Claire. And that what happened to Claire had me shocked. I was like, guys, somebody take her off the wall. this is a bit intense. I don't know. I think her and Ryzen could be really good. I think they could be really good. But I'm also me, and like as soon as they get together, I'm gonna be bored. I would give A Court of Thorns and Roses a 3 out of 5. I was very bored. It was very, the pacing was so random to me. I think that what's happening is she was just trying to build a world, and that's kind of what my coworker told me too. Like, they get way more in depth and more interesting as time goes on, and this was kind of just like the beginning, what was introducing the characters and giving us a base. Let me know your thoughts on the books as well. I'm sure if you're watching this video, you've probably read the books, so let me know if you loved them or how you felt about them. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my cluster of reactions to this book, and I'll see you in the next one.